Well, hello, friends. I today join you from the balcony of a building that's had many names. And from this balcony, they used to do services during the summertime, weekday services, and there was an organ out here, and then people would sit out behind me on the bridge of faith, and it's quite a big to do. So it's kind of fun to do Sunday service from up here. And the theme of the month of May is vision. And isn't it awesome to be here at Unity Village to talk about the start of vision? Because Unity Village is a place that came about because of people's vision. I got to tell the whole story last night to a group of people who didn't know, and I'm not going to go into the whole thing, don't worry. But I think what is beautiful, well, so many things are beautiful about the story of Unity, but there's many times when somebody had an idea, a beautiful idea, a vision, and then someone said, yes, I see that. And then they came together. It wasn't ever one person or a couple of people. Somebody said, how did Charles and Myrtle Fillmore make all this happen? I'm like, that's not how it happened. You know, they started with inspiration. Oh, we've had a healing. What is that about? Let's keep learning about that. Let's keep going into that. Let's share. And then one of the Fillmore sons, Rickard, had an idea about having a place away from the city for recreation. And so they bought the first property here, and it continued to grow. But it wasn't one person. It was many people's ideas and passion and money that made it happen. How did they pay for it? People sent in their little coin pockets that they collected money. We paid for one nickel at a time. And so it's a joint vision of a creation of a place, a joint vision for a place of renewal, for spiritual growth that happens. And so what does that look like when we think about vision? And wait, one more thing about that. It's very important to remember that sometimes things don't go exactly how we plan. And they don't go exactly how we envisioned the path to go. They just started moving some of the workers to be working out here at Unity Village when there was a thing called the stock market crash. And so they didn't just like pull up stakes and forget it. They had the workers go back to working downtown Kansas City like they had been. And they kept working in the farm and doing the things they were here. And then they moved production and things back here to the village over time as it was appropriate. And so I think that's a great reminder that sometimes things don't go as we thought. It's okay. We just go with what shows up. Instead of arguing with who shows up and what shows up, we work. And so it doesn't matter where we are in life, there's always an opportunity to consider, to imagine, to dream about what we could do or where we could go, how we could show up. The whiteboard at our house when I was growing up said, dreams come in a size too big so we can grow into them. And so I say, if the vision that you have is too big for you to do alone, good. Because Unity Village is too big, the dream too big to create alone. It took, tons of people, their consciousness, whether they sent in their money, whether they came and worked here, whatever they did to help make it happen. And still today, people come here and give their service to help be a part of that. We buy into the vision. So wherever we are in our lives, this time of vision is about using our power of imagination to see what's possible. It's about using our wisdom to discern what is ours. I mean, most of us probably have lots of things we think would be a really cool thing to do, but not all of the things are ours to do. Not all of the things are within the scope of what, our best interest. And as we use our imaginal power, we stand in this place of faith saying, I believe what's mine to do. I'll just take the steps and the things will come into place. And even if there's, I like to call them hiccups along the road. Some people call them potholes or even bigger things, but I'm like, they're just hiccups. Things happen. We reassess. Sometimes we shift the direction a little bit. Sometimes it ends up being better that way. But we don't need to be attached to that, because vision is not about being attached to a particular outcome. It's not being attached to a certain timeline. Our spiritual good, and we would even say the divine plan, is for us to be our best selves, to express the most godness that we can. And as we grow and we learn, we find more ways to do that. And so we take this time of vision to maybe just pause and say, okay, so I have some visions and goals for the future. I've had them. How's that going? So it's time to reassess. Is it time to redirect? Is it time to do something different? Is something new emerging in me that's mine to do? There's something emerging in me that's more of being the truth of who I'm called to be. Or maybe there's something for me to let go of that was getting in the way for me to be the truth of who I'm called to be. And so we take this time to let the space be wide open when we vision, to see what's there, because we don't know if we don't open. We use our imagination, use our wisdom. And maybe we use our zeal, because that helps us know what we're passionate about. Our passions do help us guide our vision.